Babylon was a city of great fame. It was known throughout the ancient world. People spoke of its immense wealth and power. Its walls were high and strong, a symbol of its might. The city stood proudly on the banks of the Euphrates River. This great river brought life and trade to its gates. For many long centuries, Babylon was the richest city in the known world. Its name alone meant splendor and riches. Men dreamed of seeing its golden gates and walking its famous streets. It was a beacon of what a city could become through hard work and wisdom. The people of Babylon were not born into this great wealth. They were not blessed with vast mines of gold or forests of timber. Instead, their greatest resource was their wisdom. They were clever people who understood the laws of creating wealth. They were smart farmers who used the river to water their fields. They were skilled traders who sent their goods to faraway lands. Their success came from their own efforts and their understanding of simple, powerful principles about money and work. This wisdom made their city a center of learning and prosperity for all who lived within its walls. The city was a hub of activity. Merchants from distant lands filled its markets. They brought spices, metals, and fine cloth to trade. The streets were crowded with people from all walks of life. There were soldiers in their shining armor, priests tending to the gods, and craftsmen in their busy workshops. Scribes sat in the shade, carefully writing on wet clay tablets. This vibrant energy was the lifeblood of the city. Every person had a role, and every role contributed to the city's greatness. Babylon was not just a place of stone and brick, it was a living, breathing testament to human achievement. Why do we still speak of Babylon today? We speak of it because its story holds lessons for us. The challenges of that time are not so different from our own. People then, as now, sought happiness and security. They wanted to provide for their families and build a better future. The secrets of Babylon's success were not magical spells or hidden treasures. They were simple truths about earning, saving, and investing. These truths are as valuable today as they were thousands of years ago. By studying Babylon, we can learn how to build our own prosperous lives. The story of Babylon is written on a strange kind of paper. It is written on small tablets made of clay. When the clay was wet, scribes would press marks into it with a sharp tool. Then the clay was baked hard in the sun or in a kiln. These tablets became permanent records. They could last for thousands of years. Archaeologists have found great libraries of these clay tablets buried under the sand. They are like windows into the past. Through them, we can see the daily lives of the people of Babylon. These tablets tell us their stories and share their secrets. These tablets were not just for kings and priests. They were used by everyone. A merchant would record a deal for a shipment of grain. A farmer would list the animals he owned. A woman might write a letter to her brother in a faraway city. We have found marriage contracts and records of loans. Some tablets are school exercises where a young boy practiced his writing. These small pieces of clay show us that the people of Babylon were very organized. They understood the importance of keeping good records. This careful habit was a key part of their success in business and in life. Through the tablets, we learn about their businesses. We see how a weaver sold his cloth. We can read the contract for building a new house. The Babylonians had laws for trade that were very fair. A man who borrowed money had to agree to pay it back. If he did not, the law would make him pay. This system built trust between people. When people trust each other, business can grow strong. The clay tablets show a society that valued honesty and clear agreements. Everyone knew the rules, and this made it easier for everyone to prosper and create wealth. The most personal stories are also found on these tablets. We read of a son asking his father for money. We find a man complaining about the quality of copper he received. These are human stories that feel very familiar to us today. They show that the people of Babylon had the same hopes and worries as we do. They wanted to succeed. They wanted to be treated fairly. The clay tablets are more than just old objects. They are the voices of the past, speaking to us across the centuries. They prove that the desire for a full purse and a happy life is a timeless human goal. Babylon was not just rich, it was also a city of great wonders. Its most famous feature was its massive walls. There were two walls, an inner one and an outer one. They were so thick and so high that they were considered one of the great wonders of the ancient world. The outer wall was said to be so wide that a chariot with 4 horses could turn around on top of it. These walls were built with millions of baked bricks. They stood as a powerful statement. They told every visitor and every enemy that Babylon was strong, secure, and protected. The walls were more than just for defense. They were a source of great pride for the people. They represented the city's ability to complete enormous projects. Building them required incredible organization, labor, and resources. Every citizen felt safer because of the walls. This feeling of security allowed them to focus on their work and their families. They did not have to live in constant fear of attack. A secure city is a city where business can thrive. The walls of Babylon were a foundation, both literally and figuratively, for the prosperity that grew within them. Inside the walls, the city was just as impressive. Great gates allowed people to enter and leave. The most famous was the Ishtar Gate, decorated with bright blue glazed bricks. It had beautiful images of lions, bulls, and dragons on it. This gate was a masterpiece of art and engineering. It showed the wealth and skill of the city to all who passed through it. The streets were laid out in a grid which was very advanced for its time. Processional ways paved with stone led to the great temples and the king's palace. Babylon was a city built to inspire awe. Beyond the walls and gates, Babylon was home to other wonders. Legends speak of the Hanging Gardens, a mountain of green trees and flowers built on terraces. It was said to have been built by a king for his wife, who missed the hills of her homeland. While we have not found proof of the gardens, the stories show how Babylon was seen as a place of magic and beauty. The city also had great libraries filled with thousands of clay tablets. These were centers of knowledge. Here, scribes studied the stars, mathematics, and medicine. Babylon was a city that valued both strength and wisdom. The richest man in Babylon was a man named Arkad. He was not born into wealth. He started as a simple scribe with an empty purse, but he learned the secrets to making money, and he became very wise. The king saw Arkad's great success and asked him to teach his secrets to the people. Arkad taught 7 simple cures for a lean purse. The first cure was to start thy purse to fattening. He said that for every 10 coins you earn, you must save at least 1. This is the first and most important step to building wealth. You must pay yourself first before you pay anyone else. The second cure was to control thy expenditures. Arkad taught the people to make a budget. They should write down all the things they spend money on. Then, they must separate their necessary expenses from their desires. A wise person does not spend money on things they do not truly need. By controlling your spending, you will have more money left to save and invest. This does not mean you cannot enjoy life. It means you must be smart about where your money goes. A small leak can sink a great ship, and small expenses can drain a purse. The third cure was to make thy gold multiply. Your savings should not sit idle. You must put your money to work for you. Arkad advised lending money to honest people who would pay it back with interest. Or you could invest in the ventures of wise merchants. Each coin you save is like a worker. You must send it out into the world to earn more coins. Soon you will have an army of golden slaves all working for you. This is how a small purse grows into a great fortune. Your wealth is not just what you save, but what your savings can earn for you. The other cures provided more wisdom. They taught people to guard their treasures from loss by investing only with wise advisors. They taught them to own their own home. They advised planning for the future, to provide for old age and for family. Finally, Arkad urged them to increase their ability to earn by learning more and becoming more skilled. These 7 simple rules were the foundation of Babylon's wealth. They are not secrets from a forgotten time. They are timeless truths that can guide anyone in any age on the path to success and a full purse.